What's up, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. I hope you are all doing great. Let's do a little painting and see what happens. Let's see what this painting is going to look like. Let's see what's going to happen. There you go. If you all have any questions, you know what to do. Don't hesitate to contact me. What else? Here we go. So we're gonna start out. This is gonna be a little figure. We're gonna start out like this. Very simple. The hands behind. Something like that. Just for kicks. Let's see what this looks like. How's it going, my friends? What's up, Jay? What's happening? Feliz Viernes. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Something super simple like this. For a Friday. It's Friday. And I've been tired this whole week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of work, a lot of things, lots of commissions. I think what has me worn out the most is the commissions. That's really what, at the end of the day, that's really what wears me out the most. I think I'm gonna start lifting the price on the commission from $250 to, when I run the specials, I'm gonna lift it to $500 because they're wearing me out. they're wearing the shit out of me, and so. When I started them, it was super cool, but I get so many of them that they wear me out. So we're gonna have to change that strategy. There's only one of me, right? So I have to change this. I have to change the pricing now. It's time. When I do the commissions, when I do a special on commissions. I usually sell about 10 in one day, and then I get the people later asking me, hey, can I still do it? Can you still do it, right, for me? It's a really cool sale, and don't get me wrong, I teach it also, and I encourage artists to do it. But if that's the only thing you got, that's amazing. If commissions is the only thing you got, or one of the only things you got, it's a great source of income for an artist. But if it's not, if you're doing things like me where you're doing other stuff, it is a great source of income, but it doesn't align with my pricing anymore. Because at some point they wear me out. They wear me out. Oh, nice. Very cool, Jay. Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's an amazing way of earning income as an artist. You know, getting those commissions. Because so many people want you to paint something, you know. If they find out that you know how to paint something, and if the price is right, you start getting those commissions like crazy. So many artists don't want to do commissions though, which is, I find it very strange, because it's commissions is probably one of the easiest way to earning income as an artist, if not the easiest. It requires a lot of work, but what doesn't, right? What doesn't require a lot of work? There we go. Absolutely, people start talking about it, and then that's where you start getting the other jobs. Absolutely, that's exactly how it works. See, if someone buys a painting, they usually don't talk about it. They do, but not as much as a commission. If somebody buys a painting off the shelf, they'll talk about it, but they're not gonna rant and rave as if they had bought a commission, because the commission is something emotional. It usually has to do with something personal, and so they won't stop talking about it to their friends and family. That's the difference. So right now I'm in a place where I'm like, I gotta raise the price now. CJ says the work is worth the effort. Yeah, work once and reap the benefits. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's put some pumps. I think that's what they call them, pumps. There you go. The only reason I know is because I keep up with this stuff. My wife had a boutique, a clothing boutique, and so I learned what the shoes were called, pumps. Let's see. Boom, baby. This girl looks dangerous already with that balloon. Boom. Simple like that, my friends. Simple. Keep it simple. Uncomplicated. There's no need for it. I mean, unless you want to complicate it, then by all means, go for it. But I find that you don't need to complicate it. Simple is beautiful. Simple is BEA, beautiful. This is like a mustard baby vomit color. What a way to call it out, baby vomit. But I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty modern. Yeah, making a living as an artist is a very simple thing. One could almost say it's easy if you have the talent, whatever that talent is. I think that being happy and growing with it and understanding that not everything is gonna go your way all the time, I think that requires a lot of patience and just being mature about it, you know. There's no way it can always fly your way. Which is something that I talked to artists. I was coaching an artist last week about. That's why I started talking about patience, because I was coaching this artist about going into it for the long run, right? Don't just go in it for the short run, because you're gonna get pretty disappointed. You can get pretty disappointed very quick, because it's full of ups and downs. Like any other career has ups and downs, lots of ups and downs. Sometimes you feel like you're riding the wave. Sometimes you feel like the wave is crushing you. I guess that's just the nature of business. Those swamp coolers, yeah, it's hot here. And so it's just the nature of the beast. And so if you're in it for the short run, you might get disappointed. Check it out, very simple. I'm using a number 12 brush here. I have to check out the number. Even though it's the only brushes I really use, I only use about 3 brushes and a palette knife. Sometimes when I do works, certain commissions, certain things, I have to use more brushes because it requires something else. But for the most part, this is the trick of using a large brush, a very large brush, is that you have to watch the edge. Always have to watch the edge. The edge of the brush. You have to watch it all the time. That's the trick. Watch the edge. Look at that, baby. Yeah, baby. It's already a good painting. It does have Iridian, yeah. Yep. Just shadows, you know, lights and shadows. That's all there is to it. Lights and shadows. Unless you want to go all overboard with there we go. There she is. Super simple. Let's see, because you can't, I don't think you can really see the detail when it's zoomed like that. Give it some space. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is. Super simple, my friends. This is the reason why I accept the title of World's Greatest Living Artist. It's the only reason why. I'm gonna do a landscape because I feel like it's time to do a landscape. All right. All right, let's move on. What size of canvases do better on eBay? That's an interesting question. It doesn't matter what size of canvases do better. I've tested everything. These sizes do better for me because of this, how I have it worked out to package. I have a system, but I've tested every size. Of course, don't try to sell murals unless you want to go through the trouble of packaging and selling that, and hoping that the buyer is okay with the shipping on that. But there is no size that works better on eBay. You know, as long as it's, like I said, as long as it's not this huge mural, I've seen everything and anything work on eBay, and I've tried every possible size you can imagine. There is no difference. There's just no difference with the size. Anything is online. It's all the same. It's not necessarily eBay. It's the same thing on Etsy. It's the same thing on Saatchi Art or on your website. It's the same. There's no difference. The only difference is what works for you in your capacity, right? The capacity that you have. For example, shipping. For those of you who don't know, shipping is what takes most of the time. When you start selling artwork and you're gonna start feeling split between, oh my God, should I do this? Should I package and ship this? Look, the work breaks into three different things, three main different things. Many more, but the main ones are three. Painting, you're gonna paint, you're going to list, and you're going to fulfill. All those three things take a shitload of time. And so when you're painting and you're starting to sell your work, you're gonna start asking yourself a question like, my God, I should be packaging and shipping that because I'm not gonna be able to ship it on time. And when you're packaging and shipping, you're like, oh my God, I should be able to paint, right? Because you're the talent. So I guess what I'm saying is the very first problem that you're going to encounter when you start selling is that you're gonna realize you're gonna have to hire someone. But hiring someone is to help you package and ship. Hiring someone is not cheap. It's very expensive. Anyone who's hiring someone, so you're gonna have to figure out if you're gonna leave shipping for the weekends. If you're going to, it's some things. Yeah, it takes so much time. Absolutely, I'll send you a link to that, Jay, on pre-made boxes. There's really not much you can do if you're selling larger works. If you're just selling very small works, you can put them in pre-made boxes. But if you're selling in larger, especially when people start asking you for combined shipping, or someone buys 2 or 3 paintings, now there is no box for that. You're gonna have to make it, right? Which is what my wife and I are working with, making a video for you guys, for the people that are subscribed to that are in my subscription. You're gonna see a video popping up very soon on packaging and all of the logistics about that, because it's a beast of its own. It's a whole other thing. It's not. All those 3 jobs take so much time. Painting takes the longest for you, of course. Listing takes a lot of time, because listing is not just listing. Listing is making photographs of the work, right? Taking photographs, cropping, cleaning the photograph, okay, cropping it. If you getting it to the right size, so that there's reasons for that, which I'm going to be explaining in upcoming videos. For the people that are in the monthly subscription, there's reason why you want to crop. There's reasons why you want to do certain things, because it goes beyond just looking nice. There's all sorts of reasons why you want to take those steps, and then doing the listing. Even if you're just repeating it, even if the listing is repeated, you still have to write something. You still have to write the different size. You want to write a bit of description about the painting and the title, so that takes time. Even if it takes a couple of minutes, it takes time. It's the whole thing takes time. And when you're ready to package and ship, that involves a lot of other stuff too. It's not just packaging and shipping. As you start to sell more, it's getting back to the buyers, writing, emailing back and forth. I mean, assuming everything runs well and you don't have someone upset about something, which never happens. There's always someone that's like not happy, or something is wrong. The painting hasn't arrived, or they simply don't like your painting. They thought they did, but now they don't. And then they returned it. But when they returned it, they sent it to the wrong address, or FedEx lost it, and now they're saying it's not their fault, and all kinds of fun stuff happen. Business is business, right? You find all kinds of fun stuff. And so, I'm not saying this to discourage anyone. I'm saying this for the realities of it, to show the realities of it, so that you're prepared. And so what ends up happening is that you're not just going to package and ship the painting. You're going to go find it. You're going to have to combine shipping if the people ask. Unless you don't combine shipping, then if you don't combine shipping, you're going to have to communicate that with people, because some people think that everybody combines shipping. Pulling the painting, right? You have to pull it. I'm talking about if you start really selling, right? Not like one painting a week, but if you start selling 3, 4, 5 paintings a week and more, it starts turning into real work. Once it turns into real work, it's going to start taking energy. And so this is one of the reasons I say it's so important to you have to start figuring out what is most important to you. Do you want to make a living? Do you want to just sell a few paintings? Do you want to maybe just sell a painting here and there? Or do you want to go hard on this? If you want to go hard on this, you're gonna have to start thinking about hiring people, which usually means that your gains, whatever you're getting, is going to go to someone else. At least some of it. Usually most of it, because Uncle Sam takes half of it, right? That Uncle Sam never lets us down. He takes half of it, and so then the other half is between paying materials, fees, and everything. So it's not that it's complicated. It's that you want to think about all these things as you're going through it, so that you really look into what's best for me. What's best for me? What do I value most? This is one of the reasons why I say that multiple streams of income is the best way to go about it around art. Look at this. There goes the landscape. I love that. Hey. Yeah, it's got its logistics. It's definitely got its logistics, and it's fun as hell. Let's put some purple in there. I'm going to put some purple in that background. Or you know what? I'm not going to put purple. I'm actually going to put magenta, because I just thought of it, and I think it's going to look even even cooler with some magenta right here. Boom. It just sounded right. So don't go with purple. The purple is gonna hide in the green. Put something else. Look at that. Oh, that's a landscape right there. It's a real landscape. Look at this. I'm loving it. Dun, dun. This looks good, man. There it is. Very cool. Yeah, the sky color is pretty cool, huh? Yeah, guys, it's definitely a trip. And you want to think about all those things. This one of the reasons that people fail at the art entrepreneur take, the whole business side of it, is that they don't things start scaring them. You know, this happened to me. This has happened to just about everybody else that I've met, especially when it comes to art, because we're expected to get paid more. But things start scaring people. Things such as fees. You start selling serious on like if you get serious and start selling some serious stuff on eBay, the fees are they're no joke. The fees are real. Especially if you start. Like if you really start selling some stuff, the fees are very real, but it doesn't matter because you're in it to earn income, right? So it doesn't matter. But most people get scared. I coached a couple of artists who are like, yeah, I don't know if I want to keep going because I saw the fees and I'm like, yeah, dude, but you're gonna pay fees everywhere, anywhere you go. No matter where you go, there's gonna be fees. Whether you're doing brick and mortar, you're doing some website. Take some water. Or if you're doing sponsored ads or marketing ads or anything like that, there's a bunch of fees. There's fees that people don't even talk about. There's fees that people don't even talk about. By the way, beware, for those of you who are selling your artwork, beware for sponsored ads. They add up really fast. Okay, so keep an eye out for if you're gonna do sponsor ads on eBay or Etsy or any of those. They add up super fast, and they are no joke once they add up. But yeah, it's the same thing. Anywhere you go, it's the same exact thing. You're gonna have to go in there and start figuring out what works for you. How far, how fast you want to go at something. When do you want to pivot? One of the things that I did on eBay was change my strategy recently. I changed my strategy. Not because my strategy wasn't working, but I wanted to change it. I wanted to change it because I needed to pivot when the Rona hit. And I'm gonna talk to you guys more about that kind of stuff in the Zoom call. We're gonna be doing a live Zoom call. I've been talking about this. Bear with me, guys. I know that it's taking a bit of time for me to put this together, but it's going to be very, very much worth it. I'm going to go into details that if you're looking to go full-time as an artist, these details are going to be very, very important to know. Love this. Yeah, so that's the main thing, is that people get scared. It's the main reason. And I don't blame anybody who gets scared. Even people that have had businesses before. I've coached some people that have had businesses before, and they get scared because it's a little, it can be, but that's why baby steps, right? Baby steps. Until you find something that you're like, you know what, I can't take baby steps here. Here I have to really make jumps, and you're gonna recognize when that's for you. When you have to make that jump. I call them. Well, I'm not the only one who calls them that, but I recognize them as quantum leaps. You're gonna have to start taking some quantum leaps, some very, very big, giant jumps. Is a custom, not a real angel. Custom. Maybe sitting on a bench. Who knows? Ken, hey, what's up? Ken Joe. Ken Joe's lean art. What's happening? Is selling at eBay for you a high profit margin? High profit margin. Yeah, now it is. It wasn't in the beginning. Now it is. It's not high. It's higher. It's not super high, but it's higher. The only reason it's now, it's because I have sold to thousands of people on eBay, where people keep coming back, and now now it's a brand thing, right? Now people are like, oh, I gotta buy Jose Trujillo. It's no longer I just gotta buy a painting. Now I want to buy Jose Trujillo. And when that starts happening for you, the prices are gonna change on eBay alone. They're gonna change when people buy your work because of your name, not because of the artwork. Profit margin for me, real profit margin, high profit margin, is some of the other deals I got with people that buy my work, or we split, not buy it, but with people that we split the gains that go and they sell it in their own platforms or through their own means, their own auctions. It might be auctions that they do. It may be their own websites, their email lists. That's a higher profit margin, because now we're selling a painting like this. I would sell on eBay, I don't know, over $50, something like this, maybe about $50 more or less. On a regular or bad day, let's call it that. On a good day, it would go for $400, but on a regular day, it would go $50-$60. If I take this painting and I give it to someone who I know that sells the work and helps me sell the work, I can easily get, on a bad day, $500. On a good day, we'll get $2,000-$3,000 for the piece. So that's a profit. That's a difference of a profit margin. Does that make sense? So now some people would be like, well, why don't you just do that? I've been asked this question so many times. Why don't you just do that? Why do you keep doing eBay if you have all these other deals? Well, one of the reasons I don't, one of the first thing is I did listen to people in the beginning when they started telling me that, and then all of a sudden it didn't work for me. Why? Because I listened to people who were not experts in the field. They were just opinions from people that followed me or buyers, or their opinions. Their opinion was not as good as mine, worse than mine, because at least I had skin in the game. I understood what was going on. I just didn't trust myself when I started. So I did listen to people, and I did some of the stuff that they recommended, and what 99% of what they recommended was a bunch of bullshit, and it cost me a lot to repair those damages. So I stopped listening to everybody. Very quick. That's one of the things you'll find out. Don't listen to people when they start telling you stuff, because they are not experts. Ken says, you're right, you're a brand. Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody's a brand, right? But people are starting to recognize me a bit more. Even though I'm not famous, lots of people have my work now. Lots, I mean, thousands of people have my work. And so that means something. That means something. Like I said, on my bad day, right? This will go for $50-$60. On a normal day, it'll go for about $100. On a good day, it'll go for $400 or more. Something this size on eBay, on an auction. If someone else sells it, and we split the gains, the price changes dramatically. And so I do a bunch of stuff, my friends. I don't just do eBay. I know people see me. One of the reasons why I continue to do eBay is because it works for me. But another reason is because brand recognition. If you're looking at me on eBay every day, if you're looking at it every day, I mean, thousands of people look at eBay. I'm not thinking about and I joke around this with my friends and family, because they're like, dude, you shouldn't even be on eBay anymore. You should be selling in all these other places and just do that. because they know that I started on eBay, right? When I started going harder on my career. And so they tell me, why are you still doing eBay? You shouldn't even be doing that anymore. But I'm not. Here's a little secret. I'm not looking at it as whether it's worth it for me, margin wise or not. I'm looking at it as thousands and thousands and thousands of people are constantly looking at eBay. If my paintings mean anything to them, thousands and thousands and thousands of people every single day are looking at my work. I mean, tens of thousands of people every day are looking at my work. So much so that many of them buy it. And so imagine if thousands and thousands of people are looking at your work, and this happens throughout years. It doesn't happen it's not one time, it's years and years and years. I've been doing this on eBay for like, I think I'm going for like 9 years on eBay. It means something else than if you're just starting out. If you're just starting out, it means cash flow for you. For me, it's no longer just cash flow. For me, it's brand. That's why I continue to do it. It means brand to me. And the cash flow is not bad. The cash flow is really good. I learned how to do it, right? But it's the brand. It's the brand. It's that people keep looking at me, and then they start recognizing my name. Over and over, it just keeps popping. Now, again, if you're doing it, if you're just barely starting to do this, it's not going to make much sense to you, and you're going to be like, oh, well, this doesn't really make sense to me because you might be thinking short term. I'm thinking about long term. This is why I said I joked around my friends and family. I'm not thinking about, oh my God, how cool is it that people are going to start recognizing my name? No, I'm thinking about, I'm 30, I'm 38, 39. Oh my God, I'm 39. Fuck, I'm getting old. I'm thinking about when I know I'm not old, guys. I'm sorry. some of you are older than me. In comparison to my beautiful little face, that I used to think I was so young. That's why I said, oh my God, I'm getting old. But I'm thinking about it this way. When I am 60 years old, what is that? What is 20, 30 years of constant branding on a platform where thousands and thousands of people see it every day? What is that going to mean for me in 20 years from now? Or 10 years, because I've been at it almost 10 years there. What is that going to mean for me? What are the ramifications of that? What is it going to mean when somebody sees my name and says, I know that cat, I actually own one of his paintings. See, for me, it's no longer checkers, it's chess now. I'm playing chess. I'm not thinking about just the cash flow anymore. I'm thinking about the brand recognition. It used to be just checkers. That's how I started. And if you're starting out, it's checkers probably for you in the beginning. Trying to make some extra bucks. It's checkers. And it's okay, we all start somewhere. But anytime I go into something, I'm not thinking about, oh my God, now, right? In the beginning I did, but now I'm not thinking, oh my God, is this gonna work or not? No, I'm thinking, what is this going to mean in 10 years? This is why I don't stop doing YouTube. People are like, oh my God, you must monetize YouTube. Dude, I don't care about monetizing YouTube. I give two shits about what petty cash YouTube could give me. I'm thinking about, what does it mean to brand myself on YouTube for 10 straight years? If thousands and thousands of views, along with maybe a couple of thousand videos, what is that going to mean? I mean, I already have about 2,000 videos there. In another 10 years, I might have another 2,000 videos. I don't know. What is that going to mean? What is all of that going to mean? for my brand. And so a lot of people, when they go into things, they think now, right? Now. And like I said, that's how I used to think when I first started. I was like, now, what is that going to mean now? Because I need to get paid now, man. I can't think about tomorrow, 2 years or 10 years from now. But now I have the, let's call it the luxury. I have the luxury of thinking, yeah, now it's fine. That's good. But what about 10 years from now? What is that going to mean? And that's why I've never really put any attention in trying to make my videos so nice on YouTube or even people today, they call me or they send me messages and they're like, you know, you could sell more work. I mean, if I had a nickel, a penny, man, every time someone told me, you know, you could sell more work on eBay if you actually fix the listing. You could actually monetize more if you blah, 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 blah. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I've sold thousands of paintings there. I've tried everything under the sun. To me, putting work on eBay, it goes beyond making a few dollars. Now, right? It wasn't always that. And I'm sharing with you something that, you know, I think to think about for you as an artist. When you get into something, what is that going to mean for you? Are you getting into it for the cash flow? Are you getting into it for now? Or are you getting into it for the long run? And if you are you willing to wait? Are you willing to be okay with not getting a lot of money, or to not monetizing something yet, or to just simply be doing videos like this? Like some people tell me, dude, why do you keep doing lives? Nobody's watching them. Like, you obviously don't know how to do this thing. Why do you keep doing lives? I keep doing lives because I don't understand how to do Instagram, nor I care. I really don't care how to do it, because throughout the years, I figured out what works. And so I do lives because every time that I do a live, it goes and reminds the people that are already following me, that are already kicking it with me. Reminds them that I'm still here. I'm not trying to get the attention of all 30 whatever thousand people that follow me on Instagram. I mean, yeah, that'd be nice, but I'm not, because I'm reasonable. I understand, but that's not how it works. There's algorithms. There's all kinds of things that prevent from that happening. I'm doing lives because if I didn't do a live, there would be no way to actually communicate with you. There would be absolutely no way to communicate with you. See, a lot of people have followers on Instagram. They miss this. I think a good 90% of people, if not more, are missing this on Instagram. They have followers, but they can't communicate with them other than when they post something. So, to me, they're not really followers. It's more like a vanity thing. It's like vanity followers. It's metrics that don't really work, in my point of view. Now, I wouldn't mind having the, I don't know, 1 million followers or 100,000 followers that other people have. But if you're not working in there, if you're not working it, it means shit. It means nada, zero. Because there are no metrics. The metrics don't work. Because you're not creating a connection with them. See, at least if here there's only 5 people or 6 people, it's a connection. It's a real metric. You have 10,000 followers, but no one really cares because there's no connection. There's no communication. This video is about to be over, by the way. Start another one in a bit. Take care, guys.